What's up, cuties? Hey, Charnel. I see you, girl. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Neva. Oh, child, what was I about to do? Hold on, I'm looking on my phone, and I almost timed somebody out, child. Hey, Peach Prince. All right, let me look at my screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me for this pre-Patreon live. I can't see my comments. What's going on? Hold on, we're not gonna have this. StreamYard need to get it together. What is this they got up here? Hold on, guys. Oh, okay, I think I got it. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see some cutie crew members in the building. Shout out to you guys. Hey, Linda Gamble. How are you, sis? Happy Friday. Shout out to the cutie moms in the building. Teresa is here. I am. Pink Diva is in the building. Who else is here as far as mods? Anybody? Anybody? I'm scrolling. Shout out to the other Cutie Crew mods. Okay, side eye. Okay, sis. Neva P is here. Hey, sweet tea. Aunt Debbie is here. There she go, child. There go another Cutie Crew mod right there. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Shout out to the Cutie Crew mods. Shout out to the Cutie Crew. And shout out to each and every cutie that's in here. 75 of you guys are currently watching. Shout out in advance to the replay gang yang. And look, we are here for some hot topics. You guys see the thumbnail. And I have more. I just don't have the time. So maybe I'll come back tomorrow. If not, I'll do a pre-Patreon live on Sunday. But today we're going to be discussing, let me go. We're going to touch on Diddy real quick. But we got Keyshia K.O.R. She's canceled. We got Kayla Nicole. She's canceled. We got Charles Oakley, Russell Simmons, Tiana Taylor. That is in reference to Kayla Nicole. And then we got old scoop ball head ass, Martell Holt. Now, the Cutie Crew and I discussed Mr. Martell last night, actually. And we spoke about what we think is going on with it when it comes to Mr. Man posting the 4-piece nuggets. Okay? So we'll chat. I'll chat with you guys. Hey, Robin, I'll chat with you guys, the rest of you guys about that. And for the those of us that were in members only last night, feel free to chime on in. I don't know if DG is here, but DG had some thoughts last night. Hey, Lisa Love. Oh, scoop ball head ass is what I said, boss lady. That's what I said. I said scoop ball head ass. Okay, sis. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. She's canceled, Teresa. I will let you know why. But let's just say she had a whole lot to say. And I don't care if it was in the past. When it comes to Black folk in general, Black women, all of the above. She's deleted her Twitter account as of today. So we'll get to that. But let's go ahead and start this off real quickly with the Diddler. The Diddler is at Fort Dix. For those of you that did not see the pictures of Diddy out and about in the yard, as they call it, looking real comfortable. Well, anyway, Diddy, a couple things came out this week about Diddy. He was bragging to his fellow inmates that Trump has promised him that he was going to pardon him in early 2026. I believe that. I do. I think Trump told him just to chill. And the reason why I believe it is because Diddy is going to pay. And we know when it comes to the Orange Man, yeah, he'll take some money. So I heard it's in the ballpark figure where it started off at $10 million allegedly, and they said, yeah, no, we need a little bit more. So I do believe that, but Diddy has been caught drinking what they call it in jail, child. It's a technical name when they make alcohol. Shoot. Hooch. Hooch. So his fellow inmates probably then hooked them up, and said, look, dude, we know it's been a minute since you've been able to party hardy. Thank you guys. Yes, hooch. Ew, boss lady said toilet water. Ooh, child. I ain't never heard of Puno. Whatever that is, child. But I think they just wanted to properly welcome him. They know that Diddy is used to having all of these parties, baby, and he got busted. Okay, according to TMZ. TMZ has on site folks that's been providing them with all of these pictures that we see of Diddy. So I don't know if it's a correctional officer or what, but allegedly they're getting paid. Hey, Nanny. So anyway, they said that Diddy has landed himself in hot water at Fort Dix. They caught him drinking. They claim Diddy managed to get his hands on that homemade alcohol, also known as hooch. Now, this is what I didn't know, and I love Fanta, but they said hooch is made from Fanta, sugar, and apples. That's it. And then, you just let it sit for weeks and weeks and weeks, and eventually it turns into alcohol. So I'm sure Diddy was lit, baby. He probably felt like he was at one of them white parties he used to have back in the day. Now, I don't know if this is going to play a part as far as, extending his sentence or what. I do know the judge do not play. But Diddy will have a new judge as well, guys, coming in April of 2026. So they have already approved his appeal trial. And this judge is going to be a female. I forgot the name, but you guys know we'll be covering it with my nosy arse. They didn't say great, Teresa. They just said Fanta. But yeah, so Diddy in there just doing what he do, child, doing what he normally do. And let's get lit. Now, folks have been able to get a couple other things in there. I don't know if they're gonna be able to sneak him some of that baby oil or what. But let the man have a drink. Let him. What are you all thoughts about that? I get it. They are locked up. They are locked up. And Debbie say Diddy will be in trouble for that. Yes, fermented fruit. That's exactly what it is. Um, I don't want to try. Is it like moonshine? Is it like moonshine? I don't know. Not a hottie toddy child. A mess. Ew, they store it in commodes. Gross. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the oak tree. A couple of you guys, Aunt Debbie couldn't stand them. We were watching, and we will be still when it's time for their season to come out. Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you guys should know that Charles Oakley is Angela's husband, and Oak is a couple dollars lighter. Now, I'm sure he's going to appeal, but $642,000 is what Oak has to pay. 50 Cent said he looked happy. Charnel, look, I ain't trolled him as much as I need to, child. And 50 Cent, look, 50 Cent is obsessed with Diddy. I'll say this, and then we're going to move on to Charles Oakley. I know that they had their little tiff and all of that back in the day, but Charnel, make no mistake about it, 50 Cent is hurt because Diddy had his baby mama on the stroll, on personal payroll, at his every command. Okay. And that's why 50, yeah, side eye. That's why 50 is so obsessed with Diddy. So, sometimes I may get a chuckle here or there, but I'm able to peep through it and see the real deal. And yeah, Daphne Joy probably still in that house that Diddy got, even though he should have been kicked her ass out. So that's what it is. Yes, he's obsessed. Yes, one blessed life B. We will get into Kayla real soon. Everybody was all happy. Kayla did that Halloween, did Tony Braxton for Halloween, and Kayla is a trip. But anyway, Charles Barkley, you guys remember that big fight that he had in Madison Square Gardens, and they had to usher him off and all of that. Well, he did the dummy ass and sued Madison Square Garden, and he lost, and he has to pay. So let me go ahead and read you guys what they had to say over here on the New York Post. But it says the former New York Knicks star must pay more than $642,000 in lawyers' fees to Madison Square Garden for deleting text messages during a court battle over his ejection from a game 8 years ago. Um, they said that again, and I mentioned it. Oakley is the one that filed that defamation lawsuit against the arena and their CEO and all of that, and said that he accused them of all of that. You know, he said that it was racism. He said that it was a whole lot. And I forget what that brawl was, but it was against the CEO, James Dolan. But anyway, the reason why Charles Oakley lost is because they said that he kind of sent them on a fake chase per se when it comes to extending this case on and on and on. He wanted them to spend, which they did, hundreds of $1,000s in their legal fees, but sad for him, he's the one that got to pay it. But anyway, on or around July 10th, Oakley's counsel discovered that all the text messages sent to or from his phone prior to February 2022 have been deleted. And evidently, he wasn't supposed to delete this. So let's see. They said that he just didn't want to preserve and save all of that stuff on his personal devices. But lawyers used by MSG Networks said that, their lawyer works for Eric Adams, that they charge big bucks, $1,700 per hour, and they demanded that Charles Oakley, initially they wanted $1.5 million, but the judge settled on that $642,337.65. Do you guys think that that is too much? Hey, Brittany Janae, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Yeah, they could have got the messages back, but they really just wanted to prove, you know what I mean, that he did delete them. And basically, he wasn't being truthful. So that I'm sure played a part in why he lost. But $642,000, that is crazy. And when I heard about this, I said, I wonder, because you guys know retired athletes still collect money. Charles Oakley is one. I don't, somewhat like a pension and all of that. I'm sure all of that is done. Or I don't know. That's separate, huh? That's NBA. This is Madison Square Garden. So maybe he is. But anyway, he got to fork up the money. He got to fork up the money. Thank you, CC. Way too much. And I ain't going to say what I think it is, but I'm just going to say, look at his color, child, right there on your screen. That's too much, you know? Yeah, Angela going to have to sell them homes, child. Her little fan, she got her little fan she's selling. She getting a salary from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And yeah, she going to have to help her husband out. So prayers going up to the oak tree. I like Charles Oakley. Like I said, we used to debate on Patreon, and a couple people don't like him, but I do. I do. And yeah, that's sad. That's it. That's a lot of money. But we're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on to our next story, and that is Russell Simmons. Shoot, let me go ahead and I hate allowing. I hate allowing. Hold on, guys. Let me refresh this doggone screen. Oh, child. It's only when you go live when you have these problems. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Did you refresh yet? Okay. You did. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's see. J28 said that's horrible. Oh, what J28 said? I mean, Cass. Something about a destination child. I don't know. Over 500,000. Yes, it's a lot, and definitely not pocket change. Yeah, at all. Cass. All right, I see it. Just a heads up to anyone flying in or out today. Flights are canceled, delayed. It's a mess. We waited 3 hours after landing just to get to a gate. Oh no. Cass, I was telling the cutie crew I was gonna go to New York for Thanksgiving, and tickets were extremely cheap, which was odd to me. And that's why I feel like they were cheap, because all of this stuff that's going on. So sorry you had to experience that. So sorry. And yeah, be careful, guys. If you plan on flying out, you better check, because y'all know the orange man got some ish going on. And oh, I can't even talk about what I feel like when it comes to a lot of these mishaps. Yeah, we'll talk about that on Patreon, I guess. But let's go ahead and get into this. Why did it do that? Baby, StreamYard is tripping. Russell Simmons. You guys remember, or you should, that Russell fled over to Bali. Bali. And the reason why is because of multiple SA charges against him. So he fled the country. He went somewhere where he cannot be extradited back. And I guess he thought he was in the clear. Well, he is not. Russell, couple days ago, settled with 3 of the accusers, and there's more. So his list, hey Kathy, his list was just as long as Diddy's. And for him to settle, even though he does, that's his legal residence now, Bali, I think that he was still touchable. You know what I mean? Plus, I heard that he's still been flying in and out of the country, back here, and going back. But anyway, this is all alleged. Everything. Let me go ahead and put that up. Everything is alleged, but he has reportedly reached and paid settlement agreements with 3 women who accused him of SA. So for the past year, at least 5 women accused him of SA, and they were awaiting their settlement payments. Russell, and I heard it was up to 8 million at one point, just wasn't paying. And anyway, he ended up this week settling. They're saying $1 million each. Again, this is all alleged, with 3 women, and I heard 5 more are waiting for payment. Why? And I've asked this before. I'm not going to get into this whole article. But my question is, and why does it seem like Negroes always lose their mind when it comes to sex? Why is that? We've seen men lose wives, homes, jobs, high positions, get locked up. Diddy, and it's he's not the only one. What is it with them? I always said, because I do feel like I got game. Now I am in this lifetime strictly de-ickly, but I always said in my next lifetime I would love to come back as a man. Wouldn't want to run game, but just because I got game. But yeah, I don't think so. You know what I mean? Based off of these fools losing their man over some cooch. It's crazy. But I don't know if Russell is tired of Bali and that's why he's starting to pay off these settlements. You know what I'm saying? Although you can live well in other countries and all of that, I don't think there's any place like home. I too want to move out the country, but I think I would most likely want to come back, You know. Yes, that's Loretta. That's absolutely one of the main reasons. Oh, Robin Love said it's not X, it is perversion. I don't know. I used to watch his show and he was touchy feely with either the intern or an assistant. And I know what you're talking about, J28. What show was that? He was that weird. And you're absolutely right about touchy feely. Oh, I wish I knew the name of that show. I can almost picture it because they were in his office at the time, weren't they? Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, he's weird and he's paying up. He's paying up. Hey, committed to the journey. Wasn't someone able to serve him since he's been over there? I don't know for sure, J28. I don't know if they were able to serve him over there, but as I mentioned, he has been traveling in and out of the United States. So maybe they called him while he was here. Don't know. But he's paying up. And to me, settlements, I hate to say this, I get it. Celebrities, they like to settle because they don't want their name or the bad publicity and all of that. But I'm not. I don't want to go to Kayla next. I'm not settling anything if I'm innocent. To me, when you settle, that in a lot of folks' eyes, was it on Ron's house, Linda Gamble? In a lot of folks' eyes, when you settle, that equals guilt. You know what I mean? And yeah, even though it didn't take much for me when it comes to Russell Simmons, he's always been weird. He's always been a perv. Kimora was very young when she got with Russell, like 14, 15 years old. That's why I rolled my eyes at her when she was upset that her daughter, Aoki, was with that old shriveled up sugar daddy last year. She get it from her mama, child. She get it from her mama, you know? So yeah, Gigi, what are your thoughts about, because I see you said absolutely guilty. What are your thoughts about Michael Jackson? Do you guys think that Michael Jackson settled because of guilt? I know it's off topic, but I'm just talking, and I don't only want to talk about our people because these settlements are across the board, all races. Sis said Russell had another show with him and Kimora back in the day. Okay. Okay. Was it this? Thanks, sis. Was it running Russell Simmons? Hold on. Let's see. It premiered in 2010. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about, J28. That is it. I just looked it up. And yes, it was a reality show that premiered in 2010 and it followed his executive assistants as they managed his professional and personal life. And he was absolutely cringe worthy. Cringe worthy to watch. Sometimes they just can't handle it. I mean, sometimes they just can't help it. They can't hide being what they are. And that was with Russell. That was with Diddy. And I can go on and on and on. Okay, all right. I knew that was going to cause a debate. Let's see. He is ADHD. Who? Russell. Well, see, that's why I asked you guys, because I agree, side eye. I agree when it comes to MJ. And he settled. And a lot of people felt like with him settling that that was an admission of doing something wrong. Let's see. P Dub said no. Michael bought the Beatles catalog. Next thing you know, he's being accused. Good point. I remember the day Michael Jackson passed and where I was and everything. Um, one of the victims later admitted his parents pushed him to fabricate a story. Yeah, and it was more than just one. It was more than just one. All right. We got a quick little debate going on. Nanny said, yes, I believe MJ was guilty of some of the allegations, but those parents knew what they were doing and should also be charged. All right. Gigi said Mike was used by his own family and his father's shenanigans. I didn't think Michael was guilty. It was probably cheaper for him to settle just to make it go away to clear image. Okay. We'll have us a nice little debate in the coming days when it comes to a lot of these people. I'll write down, let's see, settlements. I'll try to do some research on, and we can, debate on the people that I look up that settled and just have us a back and forth. You guys know I love a good debate. Hey, Sammy. How are you, little sis? Happy Friday, even though, yeah, happy Friday. All right, but if you didn't do something, there wouldn't be anything to settle. That's my whole point. Baby, I would rather go broke. This bad press, F what my image looking looking like right now. I just don't think that I would ever be able to settle. But we also have to realize that sometimes there's a lot of prisons right now that's filled with people that are guilty and some that are not. You know what I mean? Some of the things that I hate to see when it comes to people being released because they were held in jail for 30 years and after further testing DNA and all of that, they've been released. It wasn't them and all of that. So there's a lot of innocent folks that's locked up as well. So when you don't settle, and especially if it's criminally, you do stand the chance of getting locked up. So Diddy, and then we're going to move on, wouldn't even be in there right now if he didn't think that Cassie was a joke. Cassie tried to settle with Diddy behind the scenes. He laughed at her, told her, do what you got to do, all of the above. He called her bluff. And next thing you know, Cassie hired them lawyers. They dropped those little tidbits out there as far as the hotel footage and everything else. And that's when we first heard about the freak offs. And yeah, that's why he's locked up right now. If Diddy would have settled with Cassie, none of those other people would have sued him. So we'll talk about it though. We'll talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into Keyshia Kayor. Now, we also talked about, and rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon. We talked about that last night in members only as well. And I be damn if Keyshia Kayor just didn't make this shit about her. This is so disrespectful. Hey, the elegant elephant. How are you, sis? How are you? Is Miss Wynn here? Miss Wynn we were chatting yesterday, and there's a direction. I can't say it right now, but it's something that she mentioned that had already been on my mind. And shout out to Miss Wynn. So yeah, possibly. That's all I got to say about that. And the reason why I'm talking about Miss Wynn is because we had the honor of the elegant elephant, our Cutie Crew sister, coming to us during a mental no, that was the DV. Well, it's the same month, but gave her story when it comes to DV. And then we had Miss Wynn when it comes to mental health, giving us tools and all of that. The Cutie Crew baby is amazing. You hear me? Yes, Sammy. I don't know what YouTube doing, sis. I just don't know. But we spoke about Marshawn Nealon last night. And rest in peace to him. He unalived himself this week. He played for the Dallas Cowboys scored his first touchdown this past Monday and unalived himself this past Wednesday. And what they're saying is he had an extremely hard time of dealing with his mom's death earlier this year. So prayers going up. But Keyshia Kai Orr made this about her. And this is so damn, she's tacky. I don't care what nobody say. I know she got her ribs removed and all of that. And uh, um, she's tacky to me in more ways than one now, though. But she extended her condolences out to his family. And then she said, my husband and I tried to raise awareness, but the narrative was changed to me controlling and putting a spell on him. Shame on y'all. Is it me? Is it only me? And I'm going to read everything that she said. Is it only me that feel like this is some disrespectful shit? This ain't got a damn thing to do with no Keyshia Kaior and Gucci Mane. They not the first people that came out here and tried to spread awareness when it comes to mental health and won't be the last. But how dare you turn this young man's unfortunate death into your narcissistic ass? How dare you? She talking about shame on y'all. No, shame on you. I get that side eye, but not this. You don't tie the backlash that you received. You don't tie that to this man's death. Offer your condolences and keep it moving. And I wanted to, before I even went off, I wanted to read it first, okay? Ooh, child. Stacey Bell, tacky as hell. You hear me? Keyshia posted, rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon and my condolences to his family. Very short, to the point, and you really could have left it there. But she goes on to say mental health is real, and those episodes are a nightmare for the person going through it and the family members involved. My husband and I tried to raise awareness, and the narrative was changed to me controlling him, me putting a spell on him. How disgusting. Why? All because he's a responsible adult who has finally accepted he has mental health issues and did something about it. No, he no longer has now he no longer has episodes and is in a really good space in his life and is made fun of. Shame on y'all. We need to do better as a community. Everything is not a joke. If you have never dealt with someone with mental health, please sit this one out. Never have I controlled my husband. However, during an episode, all family members must step in and control the situation, or it can go really bad. We can help save more lives. Mental health is not a joke and should be taken very seriously. Hashtag mental health. Now, I read about 30 sentences, damn near. One was about Marshawn. I agree with everything that she's saying about mental health. This is not the proper time to speak on that. Not when you're talking about somebody that unalived himself due to mental health issues, yes, but you don't mix your shit in with that. That's very disrespectful to me. Very disrespectful. Put it in the comments. Am I overreacting? Because my sister Elegant Elephant said she needs to control her mouth. And I totally agree. Totally agree. Very, very poor etiquette. She used someone else's pain and grief to be her own superwoman. Thank you, it's me, Wanda Marie. Straight up narcissist. She made all of this about her. What she did for her husband, Gucci, was admirable, in my opinion. This is not the time for that. You don't use this young man's death to do exactly what it's me, Wanda Marie, said, to be your own superwoman. Oh, this upset me so bad. This could have been two separate posts on separate days. And side-eye, nobody would have batted an eye. Nobody. Now, look, she also is selling some type of mental health courses, okay? She'll be a listening ear for a fee. But I agree with you. Two separate posts, two separate days. And she could have mentioned everything that she just said about what's going on with Gucci Mane on another day. You know? Holly said, I agree with her about her husband. I do too. Just not mixed in with this. Because again, if you look at my mouse here, this all she said about Marshawn. This all she said about Marshawn. That's clout chasing out for somebody's death. That's trying to be a superwoman, like Wanda Marie said, off of somebody's death. That is disrespectful. Disrespectful. It is. Let's see. Linda Gamble said, Keyshia, I am looking at you. Gucci Mane, where's your family at, man? Okay. Bridget J says she could have kept all of that. Side-eye said, making it about her and Gucci is very tacky. And it should have stopped there. That's it. That's all. Teresa, fact says. Teresa said, this shows, or which shows, that what she does is for recognition. So, as I mentioned, when she sat down with, well, look at me, I'm just saying she, because Gucci Mane was just their child. But when they sat down with the Breakfast Club, I didn't feel like what she said as a wife was wrong. If that's the position she wants to take, as far as making sure that her husband get the necessary help and all of that, then cool. But I didn't like her choice of words, even in that, because she kept on saying, he's sick. He's sick. And when he's sick, I had a bodyguards to grab him and lock him up and take him to the mental health hospital, and whatever the case may be. Her husband, her business. But this wasn't her business. And they tearing her ass up. Rightfully so. They are tearing her up on Twitter and all across social media. Somebody said, how she make this about her? I agree. This person said, this is so weird to make this about them. This person said, please normalize sending your condolences and going on about your day. It's insensitive for you to turn his passing into your issues. This isn't about you. This was trash of her. This was in poor taste to his family. This isn't about Gucci Mane. And this person said, in less than 24 hours of this young man's passing, this woman makes a post about herself with his picture. So I'm gonna have to leave it alone, child, because I look, I can stay on this. Let me see what you guys are saying about this. Hey, Lula. She had already addressed their personal issues when she did that interview. So why bring it back up during this family's loss? Great question, sis. I think the reason why she's still talking about that is because her and Nicki Minaj got into a big Twitter fight back and forth and all of that. And yeah, she's a narcissist. That's why she's bringing this up. There's no apology that she can say to this young man's family or anything. Sometimes you just got to slow your ass down. You know what I mean? Just chill. And for the most part, the backlash, and I don't even want to call initially what she was receiving backlash, because again, I feel like she's doing whatever she feel is best for her home, her family, her husband. But the barbs were on her. But for the most part, that was dying down. Guess what? It's back. And I didn't even feel strongly about what she was saying and all of that. But this was wrong. Gigi said, just like Masika. Hey, Miss Wynn, I just mentioned you, sis. Okay, you driving and listening. Just talking about that message you sent me. And we'll chat about that, because I'm going to do it, sis. Let's see. Nanny said, I take mental health very seriously, but I don't like how Keyshia Kayora is going about it. Good that she is there for her man, but not sure she should stay. Oh, but not sure if she would stay if he was poor. I hear you, Nanny. Now, I will say she had money herself, and she did flip Gucci Mane's money and made millions and millions while he was locked up. But even when it comes to, for instance, what they were going through at home because of Gucci Mane, I'm not saying that people should ever hide what they're going through and all of that, but I would have liked for Gucci Mane to have been the one to really spoke on his mental health issues and all of that. She did all the talking. So I think that's another reason why people were saying, like, damn, she controlling everything. She did all the talking. I bet you she shut her ass up now, though. I bet you she shut her ass up now. Simone says some people are too insensitive towards others experiencing a loss like this. Clout chasing to keep her name in the algorithms. Excellent point. She can keep any type of an apology. Stacy said, and yes, she has stacks on stacks stacked up for Gucci when he came home from prison, but it was later revealed that she was robbing rappers to get it. Allegedly. I did hear about that, though. Let's see. This public platform is definitely the best marketing, but she can do all that on her own personal pages if she's raising awareness about her husband's personal situation. I agree. Then Nanny, this gonna be our last one on Keyshia Kyle. She cancel her. Cancel her. Nanny said Keyshia Kyle is just trying to scare them side chicks away. By letting them know that Gucci Mane is a mad mother effer, and she is the only one that could handle him. Good point. Good point. I will say this. Naturally, Gucci Mane looks better physically for sure. And I'm gonna give him the credit for that. I'm not gonna even give Keyshia the credit for that. He's a totally different man, though, since they got married. But yeah, I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. And I wasn't even feeling this way. Has he spoken since he's been out? All I've ever seen was him smiling. Ooh, J28. People been saying that. They say this is a Gucci clone. This is a clone, child. A lot of people have been questioning why Gucci does not talk much, but it's Gucci. Don't forget they had the verses, and he's been speaking here and there. Very limited, though. Very limited. Good point though, J28. Hey, Deborah. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next person that's canceled, child. We're gonna get into Kayla Nicole, and we'll end this thing off with Scoop. Bald head ass. Martell Holt. And look, I'm one and done with this. The Cutie Crew, no, I don't even shout out to Hannah Grace. I did listen to Hannah's video earlier. I won't be talking about that. I'm so over just yeah. what used to be in my head every day, all day. Can't do it. But I'm gonna touch on the Martell situation, okay? And then we done. But let's get into Kayla Nicole. Now, Kayla Nicole, I don't even know if I could play it, child. She's gone viral a whole lot over the past couple years. Beautiful girl, I will say that. But earlier this month, she went viral for her performance with Chris Brown at his concert. You guys remember she was on the red chair, and you can see right there. Okay. Then for Halloween, she dressed up for as Tony Braxton. Now, this is what I don't think YouTube will allow me to play because it's very skimpy-ish. But she did a good job. They show flashbacks of Tony Braxton performing. Not he wasn't man enough for me, and she, wore the hell out this dress. I'll give her that. But Kayla Nicole, for those of you that don't know, and you should, she was once the girlfriend of Travis Kelce, which is Taylor Swift's new man. Let me stop sharing this for 1 second. And one thing that Kayla Nicole should have thought about is Taylor Swift got an army behind her. And this isn't the first time that Kayla Nicole has poked the bear, per se. Let me bring up some pictures of Travis Kelce and Kayla Nicole. Now, I will say this. Back when he was with Kayla Nicole, everybody was like, oh, he fine. Damn, Taylor Swift even removing all the pictures. I said Travis Kelce and Kayla Nicole, and baby, it's bringing up only, here go a couple, Taylor Swift. But anyway, he wasn't man enough for me. Allegedly was a shot at Travis. On top of that, Kayla Nicole said something on Twitter recently where she lied, picking at Taylor Swift. Kayla Nicole said that she used to have a white friend, and I promise you guys this gonna get much better because it's about black folk. But she sat down recently and said she used to have a little white friend back in the day, and her name was Taylor. Well, that set off the Swifties, and they went through all of Kayla Nicole's tweets, and they found some of everything. Was she talking about black women? Was she talking about black people, period? Was she talking about black men? Was she talking about Asians? Was she talking about gay men? I mean, the girl was just crazy with it over there. But I will say this. When Travis was with Kayla Nicole, the man had swag. Fine. Okay? He was one of them like, oh, yes. And when he got with Taylor Swift, he lost all that swag. So I could care less. She deleted her Twitter because of a couple things that I just mentioned to you guys. But what I want to end it on, once we get to that part, is the bogus shit she did to Teyana Taylor. While Tiana was married to Iman Shumpert. Now, not only, yes, they may have Sonny. They may have. And look, I'm not saying that Kayla Nicole should be silent when it comes to her relationship with Travis and all of that. That's her business. So, yeah, they've been on her, but she has been doing little shots because Tiana Taylor and Taylor Swift, child, they got together on something concerning Kayla Nicole about a year ago. So she's been picking as well. And what I'm saying is when you're going up against the Swifties or the Barbs or the beehive or child. A lot of people have to learn the hard way, the millimeters. Sometimes you're outnumbered, and she should have just minded her business. Like I said, she's I think she's a model. She's has a podcast, if I'm not mistaken, and all of that. But anyway, neither here nor there for me. But when it comes to the ish that she said, child, about Tiana, about Obama, about black folk and all of that, that's why I'm here. All right. And then I'm gonna let you guys know. Don't forget. Don't forget. Well, I'll show you guys after. So she played Tony Jackson, dressed up as Tony Braxton for Halloween. A couple years ago, she dressed up as Tiana Taylor. She recreated Tiana's video. I believe it was Fade that she has with Kanye West or whatever. She was picking then. Now that's a sister. I love me some Tiana. I remember Tiana from when, yes, the side eye. I remember Tiana from when she was on Sweet 16. But anyway, this is one of the tweets. I confess, a taken man is more attractive than a single one. I don't know. Something about the competition. Here's another tweet. And for me, I didn't care what she had to say when it comes to Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe, wife, Vanessa. But it's what she said after. She said, someone explained to me why Kobe thirsty wife thinks she can be in front of all the players. Sit your no green card having ass down. This is what I'm talking about. The Swifties. She dressed up as Sierra as well. I'll bring them up because I do have those up. Let me just jot that down. Sierra. Matter of fact, I think I already have it up. Sierra and Tiana. We'll look at those in a second. Sonny. Sit your green card having ass down. That's what she said there. Right here, she said George Bush got more balls than Obama. Right here, she said, I love gay people, but not enough to be my own child. Right here, she said, there's always that one obnoxiously loud black girl with an annoying voice. There's always that one. Like she ain't black. Right here, she said, I'm going to need black people to stop trying to pull the black card all the time and modernize themselves to all their available opportunities today. They are real, Sammy. She's actually trending. Well, my little sis trending. Shout out to my little sis trending. And that's my little sis Sammy. Yes, go on Twitter today, sis. Matter of fact, I could send it to you. Stay right here. I think I got the girl page up. But yeah, this is why she deleted her Twitter account today. These are real tweets, okay? What else she say about black folk? Child. Black people need to stop waiting for elections and need to impeach Obama. He's crazy because he supports pro-choice and gay rights. Stop saying if Trump win, you're going to move out the country. You can't even move out your mama house. She's done, Mama V. She's done. And look, there is a thing as freedom of speech, but there's also a thing as people will pull them tweets up, baby, from the first tweet. And she's been broken up from Travis for years. So, girl, get over it. People are actually Pink even called her out recently, the artist Pink, and said, look, y'all broke up. Leave this girl alone. Quit throwing jabs. And I agree. But I'm not defending Taylor Swift. I'm talking about everything. And I told you guys what this chick said about black folk and what she did to a black woman. Okay, Holly Berries. It is what it is. But let me bring this up for Sammy. Hold on. Let's get into the Tiana part. Just save it and close, please. All right, where is it? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I got so many windows open. Hold on, hold on. I'll bring it right on up. And then we'll get into what happened with Iman Shumpert. And look, Side Eye put in the chat that Iman Shumpert moved Kayla Nicole to New York and dumped her for Tiana Taylor. And allegedly that is true. But my thing is, she should have kept her issues with Iman, not Tiana. You know, not Highway Patrol Side Eye. Baby, Travis lost all his swag. You hear me? Baby, he cut that beard off and he looked like, you know, one of them country fed white boys. But are you here, Sammy? I'll scroll until I find the girl's page, the one that set off Kayla deleting her Twitter. But this one said Kayla Nicole becomes the first person in history without a career to be canceled. Let's see. They want to call Taylor Swift, but Kayla Nicole was literally racist against 5 minorities, homophobic, and supported a domestic abuser. Okay. All right, this girl right here. This is Sammy, I'll DM you, sis, because I don't have a time to find it now. If I see it while I'm scrolling, because I want to get to the Tiana part. Oh, child, she over there talking about everybody. Hold on, I'm doing this. You guys know I lose my train of thought when I'm looking for something. Sammy, I DM you. I thought I had it open, but it must be on my phone, and I just don't have time. Let's get into what she had to say when it comes to... Oh, I gotta find it. Shoot, hold on. Is it open here? Hold on. I just want the pictures. All right, real quick. She talked about Sierra and Russell Wilson like a dog, okay? And then she does what she did what she does best. Let me go ahead and dress up as the person I'm talking about. So this is what Sonny, I believe, was talking about. You guys remember when Sierra had on... See, the picture I had earlier had both. But Sierra did an album cover with this on. This is Kayla, though, right there. And the one that I had earlier, maybe I need to do the search a different way, show both. I'll try to find it. Anyway, this is when she was taunting Tiana Taylor. So that's Tiana. No, this is... Hold on. Both of these are Taylor. Kayla. Look, the Kayla, the Taylor, the Tiana Taylor is too much. Oh no, this was Sierra too, right? Let me know, Sonny. So she did this for Sierra, but she also did the she recreated Tiana Taylor's video as well. So let's see. No, I'm wrong. So this is her doing Sierra. Okay? She did this to taunt Tiana because of Iman. Sierra pick. Let's do that real quick, and then I'll get into what Tiana Taylor had to say about her. Kayla, Sierra. See how it is when I try to just... Okay, so this is Sierra, and that is Kayla. Okay, So this is what this girl does. She taunts. I don't give a damn about, and I'll say it again, Taylor Swift. Okay? Could care less. And I do think that her and Travis did make a much better couple. But girl, look, I would have left your ass for a billionaire. And that's why he left her. But anyway, when Kayla Nicole started taunting Tiana Taylor, Tiana spoke out about it. And she said that it was very distasteful as far as all of these comments that Kayla had been making about her husband. I showed you guys what Kayla said as far as, men are more attractive when they with somebody. So although Iman dumped her for Tiana, that didn't stop Kayla from trying to get with Iman even while they were married. So this is what Tiana had to say real quickly. We'll start with Kayla. Kayla sat down back on Angel Reese's podcast and she said, I dressed up as that lady for Halloween, talking about Tiana. And soon after that interview, photos of Kayla dressed up as Tiana hit the net. And that is from, and I was correct, Kanye West's video Fade. What? How I do that? Hold on, guys. What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How do I? Pink Diva, if you listening, try to put something in the chat. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Teresa. He may be with Taylor physically, but baby, that man still be fantasizing about Kayla. I don't remember touching this message. Hold on. Oh, chow. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me go to my settings real quick. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Somehow I didn't block Pink Diva, child. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can go on. Yeah, somehow I didn't do. I'm trying to do it from my other comment section. Hold on. Okay. You're not in timeout. Okay. Oh, chow. Give me 1 second. Small. Give me 1 minute, guys. I timed you out for 10 minutes, child. I'm sorry. Okay. I gotta go. Okay. Okay. I don't know how that happened. All right, let's get into this though. But my whole point, I had to Google how long is 600 seconds. I didn't time that out for 600 seconds, child. Don't even know how. But anyway, Tiana was very upset because, again, this girl had been picking with her. No need for me to really get into everything that Kayla Nicole was doing and saying. But Tiana Taylor absolutely had a right to feel some type of way. Her issues should have been with Iman Shumpert. And honestly, there shouldn't have been any other issues once he chose Tiana Taylor to be his wife. So that's why she's deleting that's why she deleted her Twitter, and as of now she is still up on Instagram, and they say the Swifties are working on that. You know what I mean, as far as getting that page taken down. So as far as what she had to say when it comes to the black folk, give me your thoughts. I stand with Kayla when it comes to those. Yes. Look, this is not about Taylor. The only reason why I mention Taylor Swift is because allegedly it was the Swifties that caused her to delete her Twitter. So yes, Taylor Swift gets nothing from me at all. You know what I'm saying? As far as going against Kayla Nicole. But when it comes to the things that she did to Tiana Taylor and the things that she said about black women, black men, and all of that, yeah, I ain't standing with her with that. I'm not. Okay. She never said he messed with him after he got with Tiana. She just said it was her own silly way of making herself feel better. Come on now, side eye. Come on now. Come on, sis. Dress up as that nigga, not me. You know what I'm saying? So please believe that that had nothing to do with making herself feel better. That was a dig at Tiana. You know? What else? What else? She just needs to get some dump queen merch and go back. Okay, I don't know what that means. This Kayla versus Taylor is kind of like Jordan versus the Kardashians. This is not about Taylor Swift, guys. This is not about Taylor Swift. That's why I only made sure to show you guys the tweets that I took screenshots of. And those tweets didn't have a damn thing to do with Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? And I'll bring them back up. And then we'll get to old Scoop, bald head ass, Martell Hope. And then we're gonna be out of here. We got 30 minutes for Patreon. Let's see. Hold on, guys. You guys want to join us on Patreon in 30 minutes? Feel free to join me. The link is in the chat. Yeah, no, this is about black people, black people, black people, black people, black people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to discuss her. And yes, also because she felt that much pressure to delete her Twitter. Do you guys care about what she said about black folk? You think her comments were stupid? Black men, it's too bad I don't have a chance to go, but go on Twitter, side eye, when you get a chance. I still call it Twitter, but you guys know it's X. Go on Twitter, put in her name, it'll bring up everything that's been going on today. And that's how I really feel about it, Gigi. You know what I mean? It is, in a sense, as far as the number of things that she had to say, it is almost self-hate. Girl, you black. You know, you black. Okay, look on Google, sis. All right, okay. Go look. Mama V said I can't respect her on the comments she made about black people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Did she do the damn thing with her Tony Braxton impersonation for Halloween? She did. Did she do the damn thing on that stage with Chris Brown? She did. But yeah, as far as knowing the history when it comes to Iman and Tiana, yeah, no. So yeah, I will halfway support her because everybody know that Travis Kelsey would rather be laying up against Kayla Nicole than old flatback Taylor. So that is what it is. But leave Tiana alone and leave all these sisters alone and shut your mouth about black women because you a black woman. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Um, you think she has not? No, ma'am. I wish I had time. Side eye. She did an interview after Halloween was last week. I believe she did an interview. I don't know if it was with Us Weekly and all of that, or somebody else, but she's still saying little shady things. So, girl, you know, go ahead and go back to back with Taylor. Travis ain't going nowhere with that money. He ain't going nowhere. Look, Mama V, it's a flat back. It's a flat back. Hey, ain't no name face. I don't know side eye. And if I didn't have Patreon in 30 minutes, I would be able to research for you, but I can't, sis. I cannot. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end this with old scoop, bald head ass Martell Holt. And as I mentioned, the Cutie Crew and I, we spoke about this last night behind the wall. But we'll go ahead and talk about it real quickly over here. Now, what I mentioned to them behind the wall is word on the curb. Word on the curb. And what's out here in these streets? Pink Diva, if you still listening, sis, it should be after 10 minutes, child. Try to comment if you could. Teresa Texter. Word on the curb is Mr. Martell Holt allegedly is gearing up to have those kids on Love and Mirror Huntsville. Allegedly. All of that is alleged. All of it is rumors. All of the above. Hey, just Mia. But it makes sense to me. Because and look, I am so happy for Mariah going to the US Open, meeting Serena Williams. I could just imagine as a budding tennis star herself how she felt. Also, big shout out to Boss Baby. She's into tennis as well. But we know, child, we know too much. I know I did. I knew too much about everybody's business when she back. Hey sis. Oh Lord. I didn't even touch my phone. I didn't even touch my phone. I'm not gonna let me just matter of fact, let me close out my phone completely. Because on my desktop, I can't do it from StreamYard. So I had to touch some, sis. But you back. Good girl. I'm sorry. But the reason why I believe this is, and as I mentioned, being all up and through Mel and Martell's business for the past, how many years have I had my channel? 2.5? 3 years? We know that especially when they went to court, it was all Martell's doing. Mel didn't take him to court when they separated. She didn't go and try to do anything when it comes to custody. With me knowing their business, I know that they had 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off at that time. No courts involved. Old scoop ball head ass Martell is the one that decided to go to court. We know that he wanted a child support and didn't want the kids on social media and all of that. And now I be damned if the good day is not back. She back, y'all. She back. Lord have mercy. Ooh, child, sis, I'm sure you did something that I need to time you off of before. I don't know, child. I'm sorry, sis. But we know the good dad. Now that he is back posting them, he's not going to stop. I don't know, and I will say this right here, right now. I don't know. I haven't seen any court docs. We discussed it briefly when when it was announced that Mel had one primary parent, right? A couple weeks ago. I touched in because I just touched on it. So I've never seen any of the documents as far as what it states they can and cannot do. But based off of what was going on YouTube, it was said that they can now post the kids as long as it's not, I guess, for monetary reasons or monetary platforms. Not sure. We do know that Mel had the kids on her TikTok and Martell has posted the kids on his Instagram. As we spoke about last night, I don't know about how you guys feel. I just hope they came together and said, look, F the courts. Can we try to work some ish out? And it's all his fault, but really just for a peace of mind. I don't know if Mel would ever do that because Martell is too irrational where he will agree to some shit and then next week he'll be on bull-ish. So I get it if she's making sure that stands. But what's different is Mr. Man, the one that didn't want the kids on social media, now posting them on social media. What's different is the alleged child reason. And I'm hearing, and I don't know nothing, all of this is rumors, that he plans to have those kids on that show. Now, we know, you got to hold on, buddy. We know that Mel is no longer on the show. So if that is true, and if I were Mel, I would fight tooth and nail. You bet not put them kids on that show. That's how we fell in love with the kids. Back when I used to call them the M&M kids, and that's what they, that's what they are. But I call them the 4-piece nuggets now. But yeah, he stopped that. He stopped that. What's that, Philly girl? You don't think that this picture of Martell and Mariah is at the US Open this year? You think it's an old photo? If it's old, it's no more than a year old. I can say that because Mariah, and we'll go through the pictures. Hold on, guys. God dog it. Oh, how long we got? I gotta go. Go, 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 go. Um, but to my response to you, Philly girl, it could have been a baby picture. My point is this: he's the one that didn't want them on social media. Are these his kids? Absolutely. Can he do whatever the hell he want to do with his kids? I was about to say absolutely, but not really. You got to go by the court orders. So, the time frame of this picture doesn't make a difference to me. My point is he didn't want the kids on social media. And now that's what he doing. So, yeah, it's his kids, his business. But if there was a reason why you didn't want them on there initially, what's changed, sir? What's changed? Yeah. I don't think that he wanted to show when it comes to him not wanting those kids not only on social media but the show. I don't think at that time he wanted people to know that those babies were still living the same way they were living when he and Mel were married. He didn't want to show, he didn't want that to be seen, that big beautiful home and all of that. But now it's okay. So I ain't tripping. Like I said, it's his kids, his business. I do hope, because that's a long ass time to have to adhere, and I'm gonna go through the pictures, to have to adhere to any type of, that's damn near like probation. You know what I mean? You can't have your man spend a night, he can't have people spend a night. Uh just the strict days that they had of kids and all of that. And I know that's not something that Mel wanted anyway, because again, she didn't take him to court when she left his ass. That's like damn near probation, no matter who it affects, her or him or whatever the case may be. You now have to live by the court's ruling, which is crazy. And he started this shit. But I smiled when I saw the pictures, not at him, but at Mariah, especially with the Serena Williams. OMG. Could you imagine how Mariah felt? You know? But here she is with Serena. Here they are again. This is the US Open. Here's Mariah. Here's Mariah. And here they are on the plane. And Martell got that goof ass look that he just always have. And then here go Marlboro, Marlene with the Boss Baby and Mariah. Boss Baby is holding her trophy. And look, I'm just happy to see the kids. I missed them when they were on Mel's Live. Shout out to Teresa. She let us know that Mel had the kids. Teresa, next time, child, text me like you just did about Pink Thief. And let me know, and I'll make sure to go over there. But yeah, I'm just wondering what's the big change of heart? What's the big change of heart? Sis said, I guess since the bird, Debbie said Martell looks bad. Sis said, I guess since the bird couldn't film on the show, now he wants the kids on the show. Sound like he needs a storyline. Dummy Arts could have had them on there during the divorce. Yes, totally agree. Isn't she beautiful? Totally agree. Totally agree. Merlot Marlene in the building, child. He's jealous of Mel's success. He has all the children piled up in one room at his mother's house, allegedly. Child. How you know that, girl? Yeah, that's my only thing. And I will put up a fight, Loretta. I will put up a fight. Do you hear me? And I know Mel is tired, child, because I would be. For this shit to end the way that it did, with the better choice of parent, having the kids the majority of the time and all of that, he knew that going into that. So I would still be upset with his ass with all the money that I spent on lawyers and every damn thing else. You know what I'm saying? He's just, let me get him off my screen. He's just one of those types. He's one of those pain in the ass types. And yes, that's a lot of stipulations as far as what was floating around on YouTube when it comes to, Mel have him, I think, for 13 days. Then he could, I don't know. And it is unfortunate because there are people who divorce that can have cordial relationships and awesome co-parent relationships. And I think that if Martell wasn't so upset that he effed up and Mel got sick and tired and divorced his ass, I think that they could have had that. We saw a glimpse of that when they went to Destin, Florida. I was so happy for that. That trip. And we know what he did as soon as he got over that trip, because he didn't turn out how he thought it was going to turn out. I was happy to see that, and yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Part-time dad won full-time recognition. You better say it, Gigi. And baby, all through the comments. Oh my goodness, Martell. Oh, there's one thing people can't say about you. You a good daddy. Oh, the father of the year award goes to Martell. I can guarantee you he missed that. Because he didn't get those type of comments, not like in as many when it comes to little Miles Morales. But he know folks love those 4-piece nuggets. I didn't comment a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I am happy to see them. I have seen them when Miss Van was posting them and all of that. And then I did see when Mel posted them recently in her stories. And yeah, I think that I'll say this and then we gone because I got 10 minutes. If really I got 20. If he is trying to get them kids on that show, I feel like Mel is absolutely gonna put a stop to that. And I would do that totally because Negro, I couldn't even film with my own damn kids on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's been such a hassle, and that's one of the things that hurt me the most. We had Belinda posting the kids at one time. We shut her ass down too. On Mother's Day at that. We had Coleslaw trying to get a little glimpse of the kids, like Krishan did with Blueface kids this week. It was hurtful, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that the mother was restricted and couldn't post her baby. So I am glad that they are now being posted, and we'll see when it comes to Martell. We'll see when it comes to him, child. If allowed, if that's true, that's what he wants to do, I can guarantee you he's going to do it. Like sis said, or somebody in the comments said, what other storyline does the man have? He didn't use they dropped AC's name all throughout that first episode that I watched. The clips online that everybody was saying her name. So yeah, what else does Martell have going on? So if now he's able to put them kids on the show and portray to the world this good, cancel that shit. Okay, cancel Love Mirror Huntsville. That's all I gotta say. I don't care if they do or don't. It's canceled in my eyes. I don't even know how the ratings are doing. What I do know is that that show don't make the waves like it used to back in the day, baby. When the majority of the content creators was talking about that show and all of that, they ain't doing that. Then Hannah Grayson said it's another lawsuit, child going on now with Bell Collective. It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah, girl, we went over to Belinda's page so quick that time. Yeah, I hope so, Sammy. I hope so. I don't even know what they talking about over there. Carlos just won't. Even these other shows bring in totally different people. They brought in Trish and Ken banking on Marquez, but Marquez was too cray. Shout out to Marquez. You know what I'm saying? Where he started threatening people and pow-pows and all of that. That Trish and Ken fell flat on they no storyline faces. Destiny, what she got going on? Tisha, I couldn't tell ya. I couldn't tell ya. Don't miss it at all. Don't miss talking about it at all. I'm gonna say this and I gotta go. As a content creator, I don't know if other folks felt this way, but it really was when I made the decision, because I was teeter-tottering at first. Like, am I still gonna do Cover Love in Mary Huntsville? I was teeter-tottering. And when I decided not to, the heaviness of talking about them folks every day, damn near every other day, the heaviness was lifted, and there's no better feeling. So I told you guys, I welcome the new change of hot topics and all of that, giving myself time to really build that up. But any show, we still watch together shows. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine coming on soon. Real Housewives of Potomac on Sunday. About to go over there and watch Braxton's. What we watching tonight, you all? I think we said we was gonna watch Bell Collective tonight. They already got a season finale after 2 damn episodes. It's crazy. But I'm able to talk about these other shows. I can come out here on YouTube and hit it and quit it and discuss it or not. And I'm cool. But Love and Marriage Huntsville was so dark with the things that we saw that was going on, especially when it comes to Melody Cherie, where that darkness transferred into me as far as talking about that shit. Talking about it. I never go back. I will never. Yes, Sammy. Wasn't it heavy, sis? And dark? You know what I'm saying? I thought about when I used to cover Love and Marriage Huntsville. Shit, that was times we was on live for 7 8 hours. The majority of the time now, to the Cutie Crew's credit, a lot of times we were on live like that talking about us. So yeah, I don't just know you all as a YouTube subscriber when it comes to the Cutie Crew. I know you all. I know your story. You guys know mine. We know what we've all gone through and losing of loved ones. You know, that's a real thing. And I'm so grateful for that. But when it comes to the countless of lives and videos and all of that, when it comes to that dark ass show, as Sammy said, the weight was lifted. It's gone, child. Yes. Yeah, well, let them fight. When I say that, I have removed, I don't even know what you're talking about, Teresa. You know what I'm saying? But I let folks do them, and it is what it is. The cinder block was removed from around my neck, baby. You better say it. You better say it. That's how it felt. And I was going through my own thing as well, and I'll say this and I'm gone. When it comes to Mel's story, I hate to say that there were similarities. Cheating ass ex-husband, chick say she was pregnant. In his case, my ex, chick had the baby. He thought the little boy was his. Come to find out the little boy wasn't his. And he still lost his wife. So I was into it for a number of reasons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was dark. It was dark. And I don't miss it at all. And I never go back. If I find out that them kids are on that show, I may touch and go it. But I ain't going over there to watch just to see him. And I don't think it's gonna happen. I think if that's his intention, Mel gonna shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta go because of the show. We came together, not because of the show. We are together. Say it, sis. Say it, sis. There are folks out here try to give credit. They don't want to get credit where credit is due. There are folks out, baby, don't get me started. Ooh, child, y'all lucky I gotta go to Patreon in a couple minutes. Say it. Say it. Ooh, child, let me get on up out of here before I just have a quick little let loose moment. But let me take a picture of that, Gia. I may have to put that there up on my board. Okay? And yes, it's different. It's different. But yeah, child, there was some that. Ooh, child, I gotta go. There was some things that was said, child. There was some things that was said. Ooh, I'm in a messy mood too. If I didn't have Patreon, ain't no telling what I would end up saying right about now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Do you hear me? Wouldn't it chit chat? Wouldn't it be some ish of bald heads fade end up the same as your ex? You talking about with little Miles Morales? I don't know. The little boy kind of looked like him to me. I thought they did a DNA test. Yeah, my ex got the dummy ass award. Dummy ass. Still trying to get back. Negro, it will never happen. Sammy, I think if I let loose on this here, a lot of people would be shocked, child. If I let loose on what I want to let loose about when it comes to folks not wanting to give folks their proper credit, you may be shocked, little sis. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. Oh, child. Mixie, I don't think y'all want me to. I don't think y'all I don't think y'all want me to. Yeah, girl, he tried it all. He tried and look and still trying. No, sir. No, sir. Never, ever, ever. Do you hear me? Pink Diva, go away from me. You. Let me time her ass out again. Cause see, she trying to get it started. She trying to get it started. Now I'm about to time your ass out. I'm about to time you out. Ooh, child. It's been about, when did the Cutie crew vacate end? That was in September, right? If Debbie got an inkling. Debbie got an inkling. Oh, child. I want to so bad. I may have to do it privately first. Privately first. Get away. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody sent me. See, this is what I want you all to know. I'm gonna say this about Pink Diva, and then I gotta go. She say, sis, you deserve to let loose. Now, sis gonna come on here Tuesday, have a live scheduled chat. Aunt Debbie say, peace be still. Thank you, Aunt Debbie. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. You hear me? Pink Diva gonna have a live scheduled chat. It's gonna be so peaceful. It's gonna, and she want me to let loose. I do deserve, and it's there. It's still there because it's the audacity for me. I know y'all wondering what the hell this lady talking about. It is, and it was the audacity for me. And it's still bothering me. It's still bothering me. Teresa, what's gonna, I can't say it right now, sis. I find a way. I find a way. I promise you guys this. Let me write it down. I'm gonna have to set up something special for that one, Teresa. A whole different way, sis. And you'll know why once I do. Because, yeah, I think I may have to go ahead and you know what I'm saying? I just can't do it right now because now I don't even have the time because we got 13 minutes. And when I let loose on this here, I'm going to have to spend some time on this because, see, this is something that can't never be repeated as far as behavior when it comes to me. Now, I don't give a damn who else you try with, but with me, no, ma'am. And I tried. No, ma'am. Because I done found out the shit went a little bit, girl, are you okay? Now I'm going to see if y'all be able to piece together the pieces. Girl, it has. But it has, see, I can't even say, sis, Teresa. No. The Cutie crew invades Vegas. Absolutely amazing. Zero complaints. So I don't want people to think, ooh, child. Sammy talking about give us a hint. Y'all got me out here on YouTube. I can't even do it there, sis. But I got a way that I'm going to do it. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. With my phone. Hold on. Ooh, child. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Just so I won't leave y'all in the dark. Okay, I gotta go. I am a big girl, Flora B. I am a big girl, but the way that look, this time of the year is already rough for me. Holiday blues is a thing. The day my mama passed falls on Thanksgiving this year, and you know when I let loose this time of the year, is never good. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to prevent, and it's yeah. I was tried, child. I was tried. Do you hear me? And yeah. Thank God for the new chit chat because I really, really did have to breathe in, breathe out, and stop myself when I was tried because it was publicly. I'm gonna say that again. It was publicly. So just a quick, you know, how many minutes we got? 10. Just a quick little piece of advice. I already got it, sis. Don't worry. Uh don't do that. Don't do that. Cause I like to get at them. And it was because I was on so much of a high from the Cutie Crew Invades Vegas. Plus, it wasn't my platform. And I didn't want to just do it on that day. But girl, please don't do that. Hey, CEO Finance Queen, ever. And please don't go back running messages about some shit that you know nothing about. Please. So if you listening, you may have an idea. Stacey Bell, single black female vibes. Again, something very similar to what Mel went through. What happened? Stacey Bell. I don't know. Or are you talking about my ex? Are you talking about that? Now, Stacey, I'm gonna give you a chance because I hope that's not what you're saying. So I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to go ahead and say what you talking about. But look, no good Negroes are everywhere, and that's the beauty of me having a platform when it comes to when I was currently married, going through the separation, and then the ultimate divorce. True story. So normal, I don't know who you're talking about. Normal single black female vibes, people make up shit or do shit. But when it comes to me, that was some real shit. Nanny. What clone child? I don't know. I gotta go. They better not let the cute face fool ya. And that's why I was so shocked, Nanny. Like, girl, first of all, I started thinking, how long she been around me? Where did she come from? And what the ever made her think that what you said publicly was okay? Girl, what? Now I'm mad. I gotta go. Because now I'm getting really upset. And look, if I were you guys, I would be mad. Like, girl, why are you even talking about it if you ain't gonna say what it is? I promise you, if there was a way to say it without strictly going off, I would. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sammy, girl. Okay, I gotta go. Who on Patreon? We on Patreon. We gotta go. Ooh, child. Okay, let me let these dogs in. I got 7 minutes. I'm setting up whatever we watching right now. You guys meet me. I'm gonna get me a drink because now I done got pissed off. Now I'm ready to go off. For real. Yeah, we heading over to Patreon and even over there. Y'all just okay. Don't be mad, Melanin. I see your message. But you know, it's because let me say this, and I gotta go. It is because of the Cutie crew that I didn't handle things the way I really wanted to. And Debbie know. Pink Diva know. But it's because of the beautiful ladies that I finally met face to face. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah. Ooh, child. How we get here? What took me there? I'm trying, sis. That's why I'm about to go. Cause see, I've gone ahead and let loose and just log the F off. And this could get tricky. That's all I gotta say. This could get real tricky. But my advice is this: anything that I do in my life, don't ever think that I am not doing shit on my own accord. I'm trying to find my words. Don't run and tell nobody shit. Try to oh Lord, I can't say it in the way that I want to say it. Try to diminish me, discredit me, my capabilities. No, I don't know who started this, child. That's part of it. And the last part, the only thing that I can say publicly, please don't ever, oh my God, I can't even say it without saying it. Don't discuss me publicly, period, ever again in your life. Okay? That's all I got to say. Don't do it. So if you are guilty of that, don't do it. Because you know I'm a big girl. I drop links. You can click a link. We can go toe to toe like ASAP on any day. But don't ever say no slick shit about me. Please don't. Because I promise you I spared you the very moment it was said. The very moment. Okay? I got to go. We on Patreon in 3 minutes. Love you guys. I don't even know. I probably edit this last part out, child. Love you guys. Got to go. I can't even play my outro song. To my Patroni Cuties, I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay? All right. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.